Hello classified collectors, what is up? Today we're taking a look at Lowlight. This is G.I. Joe Classified Series figure number 86. I just got this bad boy off Amazon for around retail. It was like 27 total with tax. I have Prime, so save on shipping. I'm really excited to open this because I wanted this figure. I'm hoping that he is actually Lowlight. I've heard horror stories. I mean, I've gotten a few things from Amazon, like I had the Roadblock, and that obviously came as it was supposed to, but I don't normally buy from there just because normally I like to get my figures retail when I can find them. But, there are Amazon exclusives and things like that, and I'm going to be getting more figures from Amazon because I missed out on certain characters like Quick Kick and Big Boa just due to being a little bit behind and trying to pick up on other characters like Falcon. So yeah, I'm probably going to pick up Big Boa and Quick Kick soon, but for now I just needed to get this guy to backfill. I didn't have him before. Here's the front of the packaging. You can see it's got his accessories shown. A lot of people didn't like this style of packaging, and for a good reason, because it's a crapshoot as to whether or not what you're getting is actually what it's supposed to be. Because they can reseal them, retape them, and you'll never know. But honestly, I mean, there were some good things about this packaging. Some of the cover shots, the design, that's not bad. If that could have been incorporated into the new packaging, I think it would have been great. The new packaging is in some ways better overall, though, because you get a better graphic, and I don't have a box to show you. But essentially, the new packaging is this kind of like hatched design all over the package, and there's a new window, and those of you that are already caught up on figures will know about it. I recently got Torch and opened that guy, and he had the new design, so it's nice. I should have done an unboxing video on Torch, but I didn't feel like it. So, yeah, I'm going to unbox this guy and show him to you. I don't know much about the Lowlight character. I know he's from the cartoon, and I think he was in the comics. I'm pretty sure he's in both. I mean, most of the main Joes we're getting are comics and cartoon characters. Some are exclusively in the cartoon, like the Cobra Law characters, like Nemesis Immortal, which is really Nemesis Enforcer. But there's something going on with that. Yeah, this is, I mean, just looking at it, I mean, these types of boxes, again, as I said, there is an issue with what you're getting versus what you're supposed to be getting sometimes. And that's frustrating. I kind of feel like the only time that a box like this might work is if it's a impulse item or something where it's supposed to be, a blind bag item or a blind box item where you don't know what it is. And the problem I have with those is that companies will kind of force you to get more than you want. You can't just pick up the ones you want. I mean, it's good in the sense that you're forcing people to buy multiples and you can kind of make more money off impulses, people needing to get everything. But it's bad in that sometimes it doesn't always work out for the best, because then you have a lot of items that are duplicates that people don't want and just clogging up the collections. So yeah, got it open. And voila, there he is. I did buy this direct from Amazon directly. It was on sale because Amazon had 5, and I don't know if they were just trying to get rid of them. But yeah, that's Lowlight. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be pulling out his accessories real quick. And we're going to take a look because he's got what looks to be a really good sniper rifle in the pictures. I imagine that that's probably one of the better snipers in Classified, alongside Spirit's rifle. There's my boy Spirit. He's got a great sniper rifle with a removable mag. I like the brown wood finishing on it. That's a really nice touch. The one thing I don't like about these figures, and I haven't liked it for a while, is these giant-ass footlockers that are cardboard. I wish that Hasbro would have made plastic footlockers. I know that would have jumped the cost, but I think that if they were going to do it this way, they should have at least made, maybe once in a while, done a few in certain sets, or do a plastic footlocker as like part of some sort of accessory pack, because I feel like I got so many figures and it's hard to keep track of all the accessories. Right now I use totes, and that's one way. But yeah, I mean, those are neat, but they're kind of useless because they're cardboard. They're going to break very easily. They're going to either get, they're either going to get worn, the cardboard's going to tear, or it's just going to be, there's a lot of reasons why those just don't make any sense. And it's just a waste of paper. They did it because they needed to pack in all the gear, and you know, I get that, but like, come on, like, we can do better than that. So here's his accessories. First thing's his sniper rifle case. It's got a, strangely got that peg in there. I don't know what that's for. Can you see it? I don't know why the camera's having trouble focusing. Hold on a sec. The camera just for some reason doesn't like this item. Maybe there's not enough contrast on it. Let me turn this. Maybe that's lighting, I think. It's got a peg there. I mean, you can kind of see the details of it. Oh. Well, there we go. I dropped it. So yeah, I really like this item. It looks cool. It does the job. I'm not sure why there's a... Obviously, they're trying to make it like those carrier vests. There's certain types of military vests that have this kind of pattern where you could stick stuff in those little spaces, like you could clip pouches to it, and it's designed that way to be multifunctional, but I don't know why you would do it on a sniper bag. That's a nice sniper rifle. They did the same thing with his backpack, by the way, which you'll see here in a moment. So yeah, the backpack obviously is an accessory that, I mean, it also doesn't make sense there. It would have made more sense in the figure. He comes with a... I think that this is some sort of... Let's see if we can get a good shot in it. It's like a little mini submachine gun, but I don't even know what it is. It looks nice. I mean, you know... I can't get it to focus. Let's see here. Maybe if I turn it, because it seems like the lighting is affecting it somehow. I don't know why. Yeah, I can't for some reason get this thing to focus, and it's kind of upsetting me because this should be. For some reason it's not focusing, and it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. Well, anyway, I'll get actual photographs of it, and you'll see it in better detail when I do photos. But he has a submachine gun, which is expected. Where is his rifle? So, I just opened his bag, and I'm guessing his rifle is in the case because it's not in the bag, which is kind of weird. So maybe it is in the case. Let me see. Because the case does feel kind of heavier than usual. Yep. So, he's got... Okay. His rifle comes packed in the case. It's got a bipod, which... is a really neat item. I don't know how that's supposed to item, but it folds out, I guess. The bipod folds out. Or no, it's just a bipod, not a tripod. So he's got a bipod for it, which goes in a little slot in the top. I was kind of wondering why it looked like it was a tripod. That wouldn't make sense for a sniper rifle. There's the bipod. Here's the scope. It is a nice accessory. There's a suppressor in here, and it looks like his weapon comes preloaded with a magazine. The only thing I don't like about this so far is I'm noticing that his suppressor item, his items in this rifle case are kind of stuck in there, if that makes sense. They're not intentionally in there stuck, but they are in there. So there's his rifle. The suppressor, scope, and bipod are obviously attachable, which is really nice. It's a modular, which is something that you don't always get from classified, especially I noticed with submachine guns. The Uzi is one weapon that's guilty of having a fixed magazine that you can't remove. I'm thinking, oh, so this isn't a magazine. I was wondering what this was. This is a cell phone of some kind, or a communicator. It's going to be kind of hard to see because I got to get it to kind of see it. But it basically has a speaker on top, Let me put it down here. Maybe it'll focus on it better down there. Yeah, there we go. It's like a cell phone with a speaker on top. It's got buttons on the bottom. It kind of looks like a Nokia phone, but it's a little funny. So, he's also got this red set of goggles, if you will. It's an accessory for him. Here's his knife. You can kind of see it when I started pulling his gear out. There isn't much else that I can say about these accessories other than that it is quite a good amount of stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. It's obviously a pistol item, and there's actually supposed to be a magazine for it, which I think I misplaced it. I think it fell on the floor or something. I gotta find it real quick. There it is. So he has like a little submachine gun, and it's got this kind of long magazine that probably it's a 9mm or something. It doesn't look like it's too heavy duty. It kind of looks like a taken an assault rifle mixed with a submachine gun, which there's some machine pistols out there right now that are AR pistols or things like that that are really big. But they're still pistols, and they're just kind of funny looking. Because they got these big AR style bodies, but then they've got these pistol-like designs. So this is interesting because it's apparently supposed to slide in. It looks like it's supposed to just kind of go in there, but I don't know which side is supposed to be the side. I thought that it was for sure. Okay, I think it's this side. There's a little slat in it that tells me, yep. So, not really sure again what kind of gun this is, because this isn't a standard. It almost looks like it has the handle of maybe some sort of a Glock style, but then it's got all this extra stuff on it to make it look very high-tech and falutin'. So it's like some sort of machine, like I said, some sort of machine pistol that he carries. I'm not really sure what the model is. Never seen a gun like that. I'm sure it exists. I mean, Hasbro weapons for the most part have been based on real weapons, with the exception of certain iconic G.I. Joe weapons that have reappeared in the line. Most of the weapons have been real, to a point. Like the ARs obviously look a little bit like a combination of weapons, but I also wouldn't be surprised if there was an AR that it was based on. Because the thing with the AR weapons that G.I. Joe has is that they look like they're Car 15s maybe, or M16 models, maybe the A2 or A3, but it's the collapsible stock that's really throwing me off on those. Because I know that that the regular M16 AR-15 rifles do not have that kind of a stock design. So wherever they borrowed the stock from, it's probably from a really obscure weapon, or the design is just simply fictional based on a real weapon. Now, I should mention, one issue I took, this is an issue I still take with these older style package figures, is that Hasbro did a really weird job with where they put the lower security, I'm not sure what you call those, the lower they put some of the plastic securement straps on the feet. I'm not sure it was a good idea because that might make the feet loose. I'm just worried that it would break the feet. But here's the, but you know, overall, I mean, like I said, pretty good. I kind of liked it better when they were doing the paper. It was easier to take care of those, but I guess it was more money. But yeah, here's Lowlight. He's got a pair of frag grenades of some kind. Looks like M69s, I think. Those aren't the pineapple kind. Those aren't the standard kind of, you know, frag grenade that you would see in like the older, like, because there's three types of grenades that I know of that are fragmentation style. The older pineapple type, which is a World War II style grenade that you would sometimes see in movies and shows and is used throughout history. They call it pineapple because it has a pineapple-like texture to it. And then there's obviously these ones, which are, I think, more standard. I actually think, if I remember correctly, that these are like Vietnam style. I think And I think the ones that are the more oval shaped ones are the more standard. Although these might be the new style. I can't remember. I have 1/6 scale figures that have both types of grenades, and I can't remember which one's the more standard modern one. I think it might be this, but it might be the other one. One thing I will say, and this is a complaint I've taken with other figures that they've done, Classified does straps and gear, but sometimes, like here, they didn't actually make it a separate item. He's not wearing a vest or a rubber suit over his... It's hard to see, but he's supposed to be wearing like a vest or something, but it's actually part of his figure sculpt, which makes it a very limited use figure. I wish that was an accessory vest, a rubber vest over his torso, because that would have been better. And I'm thinking, yep, just as I thought, his beanie is not removable, which is also another no-no. This is one of those figures, the same wave as Helix, where they kind of cut corners. They're doing it a little more in the line now. They're starting to cut more corners and make more figures that have less accessories. They did it with the Torch figure on his goggles. They didn't make physical goggles. Though, to be fair, I could maybe see the reasoning being that the goggles, they might have been worried that his it's glasses. He has like a glasses thing he's supposed to wear, and they don't necessarily work. I have the Buzzer figure, and his glasses are constantly falling off. And he's got tiny little glasses that would be easy to lose. And it's the same thing with Ripper. His glasses are very difficult. So that might be why Torch's gear is a little modified. His head having glasses pre-made. I'm glad they didn't do that here, because that's a downside when they do it, is that you don't get the eyes. You can't see what's under him. I think the problem with Buzzer is that he doesn't have any slots. But that's also a problem too, where it's like if you give him slots, then he has to wear glasses, and it'd be hard to hide them with this kind of head. But yeah, this guy, you know, looking at the head close up, not a bad face print, not the best. He's kind of giving me I haven't slept vibes, but he also kind of, in some ways, he kind of looks like a... He does kind of make me think of an Australian dude for some reason. I don't know, something about his hair and his overall look. Kind of gives me some... he actually gives me some Graham Russell vibes. If you know who Graham Russell is, or is it Russell Hitchcock? You know which guy I'm talking about. The blonde dude from Air Supply. Just slightly. He just looks like he's that kind of guy. Like he should be a blonde guy in an Australian something... He's here in America because he's cool and he wanted to join G.I. Joe. I don't know his backstory, like I said. I don't know where Lowlight's from. He could be from like Canada or something, which would be funny. I mean, he's a sniper, so maybe he's German, maybe he's British. Like I said, my lore isn't the best on G.I. Joe. I know the major characters, like I know who Rock and Roll is. I actually don't really know much about Rock and Roll, but I know who he is. I knew more about... Probably know him more than I would know Lowlight. Airborne, I don't know too well. I know that he's a paratrooper, but he didn't come with a parachute. Screw you, Hasbro. Scarlet and Duke are over there. I got a whole crew here, so Lowlight's joining the crew. I do like the colors. Something that I will say about the Hasbro figures, colors are good. I can't even get the detail to focus, but I like the detail on them. I like that he's got those buckles. Like I said, I do wish that this was more of a vest and not sculpted on detail. I feel like that would have been way better if it was an extra accessory. Especially when the buckle cuts off like that. It doesn't look good. That's due to the cut that they need to make for the articulation. But come on, Hasbro. We can do better. The other detail I noticed is that his pouches are different. Like this one's got, you know, it's gray, and he's got this black strap. I don't know what the black strap is for. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like, because he's got the red there, maybe it's supposed to be like he has some extra gear, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It just kind of stops, which is also kind of weird that it just stops there. I feel like his straps and colors should go down to his belt. He does kind of look like he has a similar belt design to that of maybe... that looks like a standard G.I. Joe torso, waist piece, I should say. I want to say that something like that came with Firefly V2, but I may be wrong there. Besides, more pouches. Again, you know, it's the standard articulation, 26 points, I believe. One thing I will say is that he's got some interesting pouches. He's got I think that's a knife pouch. Yeah. And he's got this thing, which looks like it's for his little SMG thingy, but I know it's supposed to go somewhere on him, but it's just, yeah. Overall, I mean, this is a nice figure. I'm glad I got it. I wanted another sniper that wasn't shooter, because shooter's rifle is atrocious. If you know the shooter figure, if you have that figure, you like the figure, but the accessories maybe are a little lackluster. Pistol is bad, but not as bad as the rifle. But yeah, overall for the price, this is a good figure, I think. Like I usually say, these are usually well worth it. Obviously, the gummy accessories are always going to be a bit of an issue, but let me see if I can just give you one quick final overview. This is the, again, this is everything he comes with. There's his backpack, there's a suppressor. I love, by the way, Hasbro's suppressors. They're actually decent. They're kind of big, which I think is what I would expect from a item that's designed to silence, well, not silence, but kind of, you know, muffle the sound of a gunshot, make it less registered by people's ears. So yeah, in the overall, good figure. I'm going to add it to the collection, hopefully. And I say this because, you know, I like these, because hopefully we see more character figures like this that, you know, deliver nice accessories. And, I mean, we are. I guess I should say we are, because actually there's a lot of figures in the pipeline that I'm really liking the look of, like the new Cobra Trooper and the new Cobra Commander that look absolutely amazing. But, yeah, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Let me know how you feel in the comments, and thanks for watching.